5 signs you're an overgiver and you don't know it. You might be an overgiver right now and not even realize it. I didn't until it nearly broke me. Let's talk about it. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel guilty when you are at rest? Do you always feel like you need to be doing something or helping someone? Your mind is always moving to the next thing you should be doing. You can't even enjoy your downtime, your free time away from work. You're always thinking, your mind is always racing. Like, Pam called me yesterday, reminding me she needs to go to the grocery store on Saturday. Oh my God, little Timmy has baseball practice on Monday. Oh God, I have to take my mom to the doctor on Monday. Oh, I gotta pick my dad's prescription up from Walmart. Like, you're full. Your plate is full all the time, and you have no time for rest. I say that's bad for you because me, I'm always like that, but I changed. And so now I have things like Self Love Saturday. That is where I take my time and I do whatever I want to do on Saturdays, whether that's going to the mall shopping, whether that's like spa day, whether that's just a lay in the bed lounging day, whatever it is, it's just for me, only me. And I block out everything else. Try it. It works. Do you have people who call you and they always need something, and when they call you, they're calling you like you have the crisis hotline, like everything that they call you for, it's a crisis? Are they calling you and when they call you they just have one-sided conversations? Like, better yet, the conversation is like you don't get one word in, so you don't say nothing but hello, and then the rest of the conversation is blah, 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 blah. You don't get to say anything. Those type of people, you may need to let them go to the voicemail. And after the voicemail, you listen to it. And if it's something that you need to entertain or if it's important, you call them back. And if not, you just leave it there. That's how you entertain that. Do you have people in your life that expect you to automatically say yes to everything that they say to you or that they ask you for? And maybe you have to later realize that you have overcommitted to those S's. I say you need to adjust and think about my favorite saying that I love to say to people. And that is, hmm, let me think about it. Because sometimes if you're over here saying yes to everything, you're going to find yourself committing to something and saying yes to something that you know you have no business saying yes to. So you have to go ahead and adjust yourself to my favorite saying, which is, hmm, let me think about it. Because that gives you the opportunity to think about some things that you probably need to say no to. And while you're thinking about it, you're giving yourself a chance to get out of it. Think about that. Have you ever found yourself making excuses for others' behaviors? Saying things like, they're just going through a tough time. I know their character. That's not like them. It's just a little rough patch they're going through. That's just enabling a pattern without realizing you're making excuses for them. We have to stop making excuses for an adult. In the words of other people like to say, Sometimes we just have to call a spade a spade. We have to start telling people, like, you're not acting like an adult. Stop it. We have to call people out sometimes. It's life. We all know, like, growing up, we learned the difference between right and wrong. But somehow, when it comes to our loved ones, we sometimes forget and we feel resentful, but we can't stop overgiving. Like, sometimes we just can't stop overgiving. When it comes to our children, you know, we overgive, especially if we didn't get things like when we were younger. We try to overgive to our kids and we try to overgive to our grandkids, you know, or we found out that spouse of ours that we love so much, we try to overgive. And, you know, sometimes that turns into burnout. At work, you overgive, turns into burnout. And then we end up falling into a trap. And that is the pattern. And then we can't stop. And that will lead you on somebody's couch, or you're sitting up there talking to the pastor or a social worker or a priest or a minister. And that's not good, because that burnout, it'll turn your psyche messed up. It'll have you messed up. Believe me, trust me, I know. So we have to break that cycle. We do. And if you have resonated with 3 or more of these signs and they are familiar to you, here's the truth. It's time for you to stop overgiving. And it's time for you to take your power back. You are not selfish for having boundaries. There's my good word again. And you are not responsible for everyone's emotions. I'm going to say that again. You are not responsible for everyone's emotions. Your energy and time are valuable. Treat them at that way. Treat them that way. I know this because I have been there. In my other videos, I share exactly how overgiving at work nearly broke me. And I have learned about my favorite word, boundaries, with my family. And I'm going to tell you this: if you have never set some boundaries with anyone, it's going to be hard the first time, especially with family. I had to do it with my son. It was hard. It's hard now. We're going through it right now. It's hard with family. I'm going to put the links down at the bottom for my other 2 videos. I encourage you to watch them. And I'll just say this: your first step, pick one person that you've been overgiven to, and practice saying my favorite words to them. Let me think about it, instead of automatically saying yes to them. And this is how you can start taking your power back, because you deserve a relationship that gives you a choice, not guilt. All I can say is subscribe if any of this resonates to you. And I'll see you in my next video, where we're going to dive deeper into breaking free from overgiving. Real Talk with Tay.